What is this? It's me again. I know, crazy, right? Absolutely wild. Sorry for the last couple uploads that were a little low energy. I recorded them in the day, and apparently, the daytime doesn't agree with me, which is kind of a bad thing, but I will fix that, I promise. Anyways, today's TF2 history video. What do we got today? Well, we've got, you remember that guy that I did last time, Evil Daedalus? The guy who made the How to Play the Spy tutorial? Just 12 days after the release of Team Fortress 2. Well, he has another tutorial. On November 22nd, 2007, this man made How to Play the Pyro. The description reads, well, it took some time, parentheses, Crisis and Time Shaft can be great time wasters, so I guess those are other games. But it's finally here. I chose the Pyro for this vid as it seems that he got a little stealth nerf in a recent patch. Playing a Pyro with competent adversaries is somewhat like playing a spy without his disguise kit. You'll get killed a lot if you just try to rush in and flame people head on. Sure, you'll get kills from the burn damage, but my style involves not dying so much, :P. There's a higher quality version up here. Oh, and it leads me to a files.filefront.com. I'm assuming this is like a download site of some kind. No, it's a 404. The Gamefront website still exists, but the doesn't seem to be the same thing anymore. Now, there's some stuff I couldn't cram into the video, so I'll elaborate on the class and weapon strategies here on a link to a Steam forum. And it no longer exists. Lovely. Man, old links really need to be preserved. I don't know how, but man. Also, don't start posting comments along the lines of, oh yeah, I already knew that stuff, lol. I didn't make this for people that already knew how to play, damn it. It's for the people who actually seek advice, :P. And yes, I know the text sometimes scrolls a little fast, but you can always watch the vid again if you didn't get something. This is true. That's what the pause button is for. 9 years ago, there was a comment saying, still a relevant tutorial for playing Flog Pyro. What? Alright, so, anyways, let's get into this super ancient video. How to play the Pyro. I really like the little Pyro logo up here. I should make that a profile picture on something. Maybe my my Twitter account, or my X account, as they say, right? Fire Axe, Team Fortress 2, a Valve picture, copyright, lol, yeah. Or lol, yeah, okay. Little flamethrower burning the word away. How to play the.
Somewhere out there in the vast nothingness of space. Somewhere far away in space and time.
This is way more cinematic than the spy video. Holy cow. I guess it was so popular that he kind of went a little all out with this one.
Staring upward at the
Gotta appreciate it.
in the obsidian sky.
The Pyro. Hey, same font and editing style. Great.
Were marooned on a small island in an endless.
Alright, so the words come up a little differently, and he had a little intro graphic for the Pyro icon right here. The Pyro is primarily an ambush class. Alright? Pray that you do not run into him when you round a corner, as he is the most powerful close combat character. Using flanking combined with other sneaky tactics, he can overcome his main weakness. With only a shotgun for a ranged weapon, he does not excel when fighting enemies at a distance, so a tactical retreat is a smart option at that point. So aside from the typos and the grammar errors, solid advice. Definitely an apt description of the Pyro.
Sea, confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape.
Definitely more offense-oriented.
But tonight,
the Pyro can kill any class at close range given the right circumstances. He excels against enemy spies, scouts, snipers, medics, and even engineers' sentry guns in some cases. On the other hand, soldiers, heavies, and any other class that knows how to keep their distance can give the Pyro trouble. Soldiers can sometimes kill the Pyro even when the Pyro has the upper hand. I am assuming that this is pre-Airblast, because he hasn't mentioned it yet, and this would be a pretty important time to mention it. So I'm assuming this is all before Airblast was a thing. And can I just say, for the record, Airblast is a dumb thing to have in the game. I always thought when playing that it never made sense to have something that could repel projectiles, which is why I enjoy Pre-Fortress 2's Pyro so much, where they employ the concept of, and it was a beta concept at the time, of an incendiary rocket that fires out of the flamethrower as an alt fire, and it has a similar charge meter as a sticky bomb, right? And you can charge it up, and the more you charge it, the less of an arc the rocket will have because it is gravity affected. And I always thought that that was a much better Pyro system because it lends him to be more offensive and more defensive than Airblast lends him to, and also still countering Soldier and Demo Man in a way that still keeps him dangerous enough to not be made fun of, basically. And so having this pre-Airblast but nothing as an alt fire is very interesting to study because Pyro doesn't really work this way anymore. And it's fascinating to study it from the perspective of not knowing. Also, my camera is blocking the... one sec here. My camera is blocking the little words. Hold on. Okay, so my camera was blocking the words, so now I've moved myself out a bit of the way. Hopefully I'm not too small. Comment if I'm too small in the frame, and I will scale myself back up.
On this small planet, on Earth, we're going to rock civilization.
Also, he has the best damn taunt in the game. Yeah, the what's it, the Sand People posture from Star Wars. That's pretty cool. The basics. Number 1, flank. Never attack enemies head on. Interesting tactic. Because, like, I observe Pyros nowadays being very much front-oriented, right? Very much in the heat of the combat. Haha, no pun intended. Because of Airblast, I suppose. So this tactic of flanking is very different from what I know. Perhaps I should try it. Hold your fire. You do not want to attract attention until you get within range. Four, run away but keep damaging the enemy either with the flamethrower or the shotgun. Oh, wait, I missed the parentheses. I'm such an idiot. If spotted, a retreat is advised. Yeah, okay. 3, when you get in range, let her rip. Sorry, I didn't see the words because I was focused so much on the combat. Because the combat's really interesting to study, right? Because not only is the all the models obviously way more beautiful to look at, but it's so interesting to study this from the perspective of needing to use the Pyro as basically a non-instant killing spy, right? Like you're using a flamethrower to do the job instead. And that's very interesting to me because it's... Without Airblast, Pyro would be relegated to this as his job. And that's interesting to think about because I have never played Pyro without Airblast. So when you get in range, 4, run away but keep damaging the enemy either with the flamethrower or the shotgun. Once again, flank. Taking the less used path allows you to get in within range without getting killed. Hold your fire. If the enemy hasn't noticed you yet, he will if you become a moving fireworks display by firing your flamethrower. Interesting. So Pyro is viewed by this guy very much as a stealth class, and this is what enables him to play best and get the most points. This is very interesting. Because Pyro is super deadly if you don't know that he's coming for you. Like other classes, it doesn't matter if they know that you're coming for them or not. But Pyro works really well when you don't know what he's going to do. That's very interesting. He is very much like the spy in that regard. 3 and 4, after you've set everything on fire, you'll want to retreat to safety. Check if the enemy is dead after you've saved yourself. This used to be a navigatable area. You can't do that anymore, can you? Come on, man. That's so cool. If there are no medkits or medics ready to heal the enemy, the flames will either kill or assist your teammates, netting you a point and helping your team. Based. And he's got a little arrow pointing up to the kill feed. Flaming enemies and retreating is generally a better idea than attacking until only one of you is left standing. Oh my. The idea is that if both of you survive, the enemy is still left in flames while you can come around for another attack later. Huh. Being on fire also makes the enemy more likely to retreat. This helps your team in most cases. Blazing. Blazing involves applying the basics but attacking multiple enemies. Oh, he has a name? That's so cool. He timed that really well with the music. Random crit. This is so fascinating. And pre-Airblast, too. This is still amazing. Makes me wonder if Pyro even needed Airblast. Well, I mean, soldiers get pretty good at aiming at feet, so I guess there should be something, but it shouldn't be Airblast. It should be the incendiary rocket. It lends Pyro a hand in assisting the team long range, or at least medium to long range, in a way that still does enough area of effects damage to scare the team. And it's not overpowered, really, because Pyros get very comfortable in Pre-Fortress 2 when they're just firing rockets all the time. The goal here is to set as many enemies on fire as you can while making a mad dash for friendly territory. Kind of a spray and pray type of deal, but effective. First of all, use rule number 1. If they know you are coming or see you, you will go down. So you always got to have the element of surprise. Blazing works nicely on contested CPs. As quickly as you can, come in one side, flame everyone, then dart out the other. Simple, but highly effective. Oh, shit. If they see you coming one end, retreat while firing the flamer. Then circle around unseen and... Sorry, what was that? And flame them from the back. Class strategies. Okay, that was good. The soldier. This is some good editing.
Is base really strong enough?
The Crockett. Is he using like replays or demo system? Was that even a thing in TF2 this early on? Was the replay system even a thing? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if you know. Soldiers will be one of the most annoying enemies you will come to face. While you can do a lot of damage up close, a rocket to the feet will stop you dead in your tracks, leaving you open for a follow-up. This guy's very observant. Not to mention, crit rockets can instantly give you in the blink of an eye. In order to take down a soldier, use rule number 1. If he does not see you coming, he can't plant a rocket at your feet in time to stop you. I'm sorry, by the way, if this video may be a little boring to some of you, but like this is interesting to me, because I'm studying the tactic of a fellow who is playing basically a different game than what I play nowadays. And it's really cool because I want this game back. Like, this is so much cooler than all the unlocks that we have in TF2 and all the arguments about balance and stuff. I just want this back. Just helping your team and doing the best you can at your job. I want nothing more, because that is fun, objectively. Because that's how you play the game. You play to win. If you're not there to win, shouldn't be there. The very low FOV, though, is really freaking me out, though, because we're all used to playing in really high FOVs. Then you fire your flamer at him until just before he realizes what's going on. Oh, he dodged a crit. After that, you retreat while dodging like a maniac and firing your shotgun at him. Still a viable strategy today. I'm noticing also that there's no damage numbers, so he doesn't know how much damage he's doing to this guy. Dodging can be done by jumping around and zigzagging like crazy. Even if you do get hit while jumping, the blast may allow you to run away. This is what we now know as damage surfing. Good slow-mo.
In an endless sea, confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape.
Engineers and sentries. Engineers aren't the problem in most of the cases. The sentries are. There's 2 ways to take out a sentry near a corner. Circle strafing it and edging. Stupid modern connotations. Circle strafing takes advantage of the fact that sentries don't have a fast turning speed. The turret doesn't need to be really close to a corner to do this, but it should be facing at least 90 degrees to you just to be safe. You will take some hits if the turret is facing you, but if it isn't level 3, you should survive. Epic. Edging involves peeking around a corner so that you can see it just a bit of the turret while it can't target you. Yeah. Then use your flamer on it. Even if an NG is repairing it, he should run away as he is most likely now on fire. Heavies. Taking down a lone heavy is somewhat less harder than you might think. Interesting. I would go for the less optimistic approach, but let's see what he has to say. If you attack and retreat before he can spin up his gun, you shouldn't take any damage. So just pepper spray him, basically. Flanking. This guy's all about flanking. You gotta stay on your toes. You spray some fire, get them on fire, then wrap around. Oh. You can't take on a bullet-spitting machine of death head-on, so you will rely on indirect burn damage to take him down. Smart. Smart. I think that's the thing that I see the most about Pyro players is that they die most to heavies. Because Airblast gives them this sense of hubris that enables them to think that they can just run headlong into fights because they have Airblast and they can push other players away. But bullets will still destroy them. And because of their hubris, heavies and scouts are way more threatening to them than they used to be. This is a proper manual of how to play Pyro, and I think more people should adopt this, even with the modern stuff that we have in the game. This is a far better way of playing the class. It's way more effective, way more helpful for the team, and way more conductive for yourself. However, if he knows you are coming and he has his gun ready, you must use corners to keep him ignited. Make sure he does not pick up any medkits as well. Shotgunned him. Usually when they are firing in one direction, heavies are notoriously unaware of what's going on around them. This is still true today. Good one. Ooh. In the event that you do run into a heavy in close quarters, you can attempt to take him down using circle strafing. This still works today if you know what you're doing. Demo men. To Pyros, demo men are a slightly weaker version of the soldier, except for the fact that they can run away and block your path with sticky mines. Also, try to keep your range just outside of your flamer's reach, so they can't surprise you with a crit nade. Ow. Pyros. Pyros will not catch fire, but they will still take contact damage from the flames. Good information all around, really. He's presenting this very well. Ideally, you want to be flaming him when he's got the shotgun out and running away, pelting him with the shotgun when he's trying to flame you. Flares completely changed this whole concept because now flares are basically useless against any competent pyro nowadays in the game, which is why I always run with the shotgun if I can. My stock loadout is still my favorite loadout aside from, well, not even, even with the flog and the scorch shot and the power jack, I still prefer stock over them because the reliable damage of bullets just works better in more cases than flare damage. The only thing the scorch shot is good for is charging up the oomph, and even then its stock is still better in more scenarios, I think. But I guess that's all in how you play the game. Good aim tracking. But most of the time it boils down to who keeps their opponents in their crosshairs the most. This poor medic. Medics. Oh. On their own, medics won't give you any trouble, but they can go down. They go down easily, and their weapons are effective only at short range, yeah. However, most of the time you will find them with the backup of a teammate. You will not be able to kill the teammate if the medic is alive. You must try to take out the medic first before attacking his teammate. If the teammate is a heavy or soldier, you should retreat if you are spotted by him. Spies. Randomly puff your teammates with fire. Sometimes they'll burst into flames, uncovering a spy. It's funny how this is basically a tutorial on how to spy check. NGs will love you for it. Spies can't really fight back against you, they can only run. If you want, you can use the axe to add insult to injury. Don't forget to taunt. This is important if you want them to call you a coward. Wait, that doesn't say coward. Don't forget to taunt. This is important if you want them to call you a clown boat. Think twice before trying to infiltrate your base. That's pretty funny. On an unrelated note, you gotta love it when this happens. Oh my gosh, it's him. And now, time for the mandatory WTF clip. No comment is needed. Alright. Ubercharge. Oh no. Oh no. He's stun locked by the sentry and the heavy. Shoot. I've been there, dude. I've been there. That sucks. Interesting, there's no crit effect around it. There's just critical hit. There's no, like, lightning on the weapons or anything. Music, pendulum slam. Wait, go back. I wasn't done reading. Gameplay recording, compiling by Evil Daedalus. Refer to the About Video section for more tips. So I'm assuming the description. So cool to see old YouTube terminology in this kind of thing too. Anyways, really cool video. The tactics have changed significantly ever since Pyro got Airblast, and that's something that I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't like Airblast as a concept, especially when I've experienced better for the Pyro in source mods. So it's interesting to see the Pyro in a non Airblast light. No unlocks, no nothing like that. Used very much as a stealth class and a just an annoying little pecker, as it were. Just like dealing annoying little fire damage because he's not as invulnerable as your ego would like to dictate, right? So, and this is still true for Pyros even nowadays, even with Airblast and all the hubris that's built into that that most people are unconscious about. You're not invincible, and you shouldn't act like it. You should just stick to your job. Just stick to your job. Don't do everyone else's for you. Don't do everybody else's job. Just do yours. And this guy notates that Pyro's job is pretty stealthy. And he says, like, you can not do what he does, but you'll die a lot more often. So I will take these tips into account. Thank you very much, Evil Daedalus, and thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, become a patron or YouTube member if you prefer, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care. Good night.